my appetite is whetted. I think we should actually have a look at a video. Should we look at Select Voyages? They're our first offer, aren't they?
They are our first 2 offers, actually.
First 2 offers.
Yes.
So let's have a look at the video on Select Voyages and find out a little bit more what river cruising is about. Wow, that looks absolutely amazing. John, do you want to tell us about the first couple of offers?
Yep. Well, the first one is on the ship you've just seen, the Danube Explorer, with Select, which is a 5-star ship. She's a lovely ship, and she'll take you on a journey down the Danube. So, on our route, we're going to fly you into Munich. And just to say, if you want to add extra nights in Munich at the beginning of the end, you can do that. The sales team at the door will help you with that. But this one will fly you into Munich, take you by car to Passau, where you'll board the Explorer.
How far is from Munich?
It's about 2 hours. It's a fair journey, but we'll escort you down there by car to Passau, where you'll jump the ship and off you'll head. And again, many of these ports of call our viewers may not have ever heard of, but once you've been there, you won't forget them. So the first port of call is Melk, which is famous for Melk Abbey, which is a monastery up on the hill. It's an 11th century monastery, huge.
Is Melk in Germany or Austria?
Good question. It's in Germany.
Okay.
It's close to the Austrian border, but yes.
Yes, I heard that name mentioned last week. So
yes. So Melk, your first port of call, fantastic, beautiful. You'll see the monastery dominates the whole town. Definitely worth going to. From there, it's Vienna for an overnight stop. The wonderful city of Vienna. Which I'm sure, I don't know if you touched on Vienna this week.
I was in Vienna briefly, as my highlight was going into this private palace in the evening,
yes,
where they had this private concert on for all the guests, and
yeah,
it was fantastic, and
yeah,
kind of and it was fun as well. Kind of classical music isn't necessarily stuff that I would pay to see, but I actually really enjoyed it. Had a bit of dancing, a bit of thigh slapping again.
Yeah.
It was great fun. So, and some of the building and architecture, some of the best that I've ever seen. So if you do like your history and your building and architecture, Vienna was a lovely place, and also a great song.
Yes, it is. Yes, Ultravox.
Yes,
You
Ultravox.
nearly caught me out there, but Ultravox, yes. From Vienna, you're heading down to the other great capital city of the Danube, which is Budapest. The famous Buda one side, Pest at the other. Famous for its spas, famous for its architecture, famous for its cake. Again, were you in Budapest this weekend?
I was in Budapest this weekend, and it's also famous for the John Ball English pub.
Okay, did you watch the football there? I bet you watched the football.
I went to watch football, yes. But then I went to one of the spas afterwards. That was fantastic. Heated spas. As you say, it's very famous for its spas. And again, great history, heritage. And I think they were they under Soviet rule a while ago?
Yes, obviously.
Was that 1989, I think they come out?
Yeah, I'm not sure the date, but obviously, yes, Hungary was communist. So, but now very much one of the capitalist drivers of that region. So, and a lovely city to go and see. But my favourite is the next port of call, which is Bratislava.
Right.
Stunning. I can't put it in words, so I'm going to show you a video.
I love that. I actually had the chance to go to Bratislava this weekend, and I didn't actually do it. I'm absolutely sick. I should have done it. And the people who'd actually done the excursion on the cruise ship that I was on, they said it was one of the most amazing places that they've been to.
Yes.
So, how many times have you been to Bratislava?
Just the once.
Just the once?
Just the once, but I thought it was fantastic. So, when I saw it was on this thing, I just thought I've got to show people because it's one of the ones people don't really know about. They know what Bratislava is. Obviously, it used to be part of the Czech Republic, Czechoslovakia, but it's a little bit of a hidden gem. And now that video hopefully will show you exactly what it's like. So once you've had your time in Bratislava, on to the last port of call before we head back to Passau, and that's Dürnstein. Important thing about Dürnstein, it's the gateway to the wine growing area of the Danube. No river cruise is is complete without a vineyard.
Have you noticed how well we've done without the Captain Calvert being here? We're 13 minutes in, and it's the first time we've really mentioned alcohol.
Absolutely, and there's some fantastic journeys that you can take out to the vineyards from Durnstein. Durnstein itself is a very medieval town. It's worth a trip in itself, but most people get on a coach and head out to the vineyards. And then from there, we'll take you back to Passau. And said you can then either head back to Munich and fly home, or add on extra nights in Munich, or other places if you wish. I mean, that area is very rich in culture and cities, and there's numerous choices. But most people tend to add on a couple of nights in Munich, which is a city worth visiting.
Okay, so this is with Select Voyages.
Correct.
What's actually included? As so we briefly touched on earlier, some are all-inclusive, some include excursions. Yep. What does this actually include, please?
This one will be full board. Full board. Includes your gratuities. Select Voyages do not include their drinks or their excursions. They would be extra. But I think when you hear the price, that reflects that, and most people then will buy the excursions. You can pre-buy the excursions, or pre-buy an all-inclusive package if you wish.
And from my experience, their excursions aren't as expensive as the cruise excursions, are they? Sort of. No. I've looked at this before, historically, when I sold River before, and that you could get 5 excursions for like £150.
Correct.
Like where it'd be £350 on a ocean cruise.
Because what tends to happen with the excursions on river cruises is you'll have breakfast, you'll go on excursion in the morning, come back for lunch, go on excursion in the afternoon, come back for dinner. So if you don't want to do 2 excursions in a day, because what you must remember is that most of the time the ships dock, as I said, in the centre of town.
You're saving yourself a lot of travelling and a lot of coaches. And
precisely. But if you don't want to take the afternoon excursion, then you might just want to wander off and find a coffee in town. And that's what a lot of people do. So yeah, but you can normally buy them in packages, either 5 or 10 excursions for the week, or however many.
Okay, so come on. What dates we got? And let's hit me with the price. Give me the dates first of all.
Right, we've got 4 departures between July and October on the Explorer.
So the leading date, what you're saying earlier, is going to be either July or July-ish, I would guess?
No, it's going to be October on this particular occasion. October is also low season. I should have mentioned that, because obviously it's getting a little bit colder.
Right.
In October. So we've got a leading date of the 30th of October.
It's for 7 nights.
7 nights.
Full board on a good 5-star ship.
Yeah.
895 a person.
No, 1,089 a person. So obviously with your flights, you've got a 2-hour transfer.
Yeah, I forgot about the 2-hour transfer. So, is that a private transfer?
It's a private transfer. So
that's the reason.
But 1,089, and that's for what they call a standard cabin, and then a superior cabin, which would be, because what we mentioned earlier, they tend to be 2 or 3 decks high, very rarely more than that. Because of the bridges.
They can't get under the bridges, can
precisely. They? So a superior cabin, which would be on the upper deck, would have a larger window, is 1,299.
So literally every cabin actually comes with a window anyway, correct?
Yes.
So you're paying to be higher up on the ship and a bigger cabin.
Yeah, the lower decks tend to have portholes, smaller portholes. The middle decks tend to have French windows, and the upper decks tend to have sliding balconies, but no actual balcony to step on. So I think, if you compare that to other prices on the Danube, a very good price.
Yeah, because Danube is the quickest growing river cruise market at the moment, I've read, and it's also the second biggest river cruise market.
Yes.
Just slowly behind the Rhine.
Indeed, the Rhine is the motorway of Europe when it comes to ships.
So if you want to go book this offer, you need to go call us on 0800 940 1449 or visit our website www.thecruisechannel.tv. And what they got to say, John?
Ian, give me a Kindle.
Ian says, give me a Kindle. If you don't ask for one of these Kindles, you're not going to get. We are fully ABTA and ATOL bonded, so your money is 100% safe.